Hi, this is Cathy Skipper from AromaGnosis. I'm here today because I just wanted to spend a little bit of time talking to you about one of my favourite oils, and that is rose attar. So first of all, I should should explain that rose attar is rose that is distilled into a sandalwood base. So it's not a co-distillation, which some people think it is, but it isn't. What happens is the roses are put into the still as if for a normal distillation, and the aromatic molecules, the volatile aromatic molecules, as they rise and then come back into, they condense and come into the receptacle, the receiving vessel. Sandalwood is in that vessel. So these, you have to imagine these aromatic volatile molecules that become a gas, and then they condense and come back into liquid form, and plop, they come into the sandalwood. And the sandalwood has this amazing capacity of sort of holding them, catching them. And this is a very ancient form of perfume making. In fact, I think it's the most ancient form of perfume making, and the place in India where we buy our attars from is called Kanauj, and it's the center of attar making and has been for generations and generations. And you have to take your hats off to the Indian distillers who have passed on this knowledge, family knowledge, different recipes, ways of doing it over generations, but really to find a way of capturing those beautiful aromatic, subtle, and very rare molecules. It takes a couple of acres of roses to make a litre of essential oil, so you can imagine. But it's more than just yield. What I love about the rose attar that I don't get when I smell a rose absolute or a rose essential oil is that, in a way, the edges have been smoothed and the oil sits. So it's not just the rose, it's this combination. It's the rose sitting in this beautiful, sacred, earthy, human, it's sort of something human about the sandalwood that makes this most amazing, nurturing smell. And when I first went to India and discovered the attars and went to Kanauj and smelt my first rose attar, I couldn't put it out of my pocket. I had to keep it on me, and it made me feel safe. I have a mother wound, like many of us, but a deep motherline difficulty and wound, which is actually connected with India, which is maybe another reason why I love this. But what the rose attar did was it gave me that base of unconditional love, nurturing, safety that I hadn't had growing up as a child. That deep sense of being loved for who you are, for being accepted and held by the world, by the earth. And so, it's been a great ally on my journey of healing. And now, I don't use it as much. I know it's there. But when I do use it, I feel this softness come in. And I also feel my inner child feeling safer and being softer and more gentle and being allowed to come through. So we use the rose attar a lot when we're doing journeying, for people to meet and sort of, it's not really to meet, it's to go back and get their inner child. Because often when there's trauma, we leave behind this deep child part of ourselves because it's not safe. In order to survive, we have to carry on, and to carry on we have to have survival strategies, and these strategies are ways of not feeling, because when we're a child and something happens, it's too much to feel, so we sort of leave behind this part of us. And a lot of the work that I do with AromaGnosis and with Florian, depending on who it is, but that we might need to help someone to go back and get that part of themselves, and that's where rose attar will come in. There's no other oil that will hold someone and make them feel safe and loved and able to go back and get that part of themselves. It wakes up that part of ourselves. It's this sort of energy of the feminine and the mother that is deeper than just our mothers. Even if we don't have a mother wound, it's deeper. It's I want to say it's the whole mother line, going back to the great mother, but there's something so nurturing about this attar. And, like I said, I really don't think we get the same feeling with the actual rose without the sandalwood. It is the combination. It's the softness, the edges are gone, the sort of greenness that you can sometimes get with a rose essential oil or absolute isn't there, because it's held with this scrumptious, buttery sandalwood that is, about the earth. So really the sandalwood holds the rose and brings it into the earth plane and into the human plane. Sandalwood smells a little bit but like human sweat, like fair hormones. And I think that in itself brings this archetypal mother energy really into the body. That's the key, yeah. It brings it into the body. So it's not just this volatile rose energy. It's brought down and into the body. We can feel it in all our cells. It holds us and at the same time resonates with the earth. So that's what I feel about rose attar. I would use it, as I said, for going back and getting the inner child. I'd use it for somebody who's feeling traumatized, who's going through shock, who needs to calm. I'd use it for cases of anxiety, when someone really needs to come back to that safe place within. Both, again, because of not just the rose, but the sandalwood that's holding the rose. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, rose attar. Thank you.